MrBeast videos are usually fun and exciting, but sometimes things end up going wrong. From a time MrBeast was in a car crash to even a time where a MrBeast video went wrong and he ended up in hospital. These are times MrBeast almost died. Like the video and subscribe in the next 5 seconds or this spider will be in your bed tonight. First, we've actually got the time where MrBeast was in a car crash. So MrBeast ended up going to India with Logan Paul and KSI and they were driving on the road. Hundreds of fans were trying to chase down their car to get a picture with MrBeast, but this ended up making them crash. Luckily everyone was fine, but what ends up happening next will shock you.
I was thinking, us three, packed in the back of a rickshaw.
Fast cash, don't crash. 150 on the dash, that won't last.
Hey, you want a pizza? Hey, you want a pizza?
Going back.
Yeah, again, if you guys could just rate me 5 stars on the Uber app, I appreciate that.
From a whole stack.
Mr. Beast, I love you! You're keeping up with us! This is not okay! This is too...
Luckily no one was hurt, but MrBeast was super scared. Watch the video until the end for 48 hours of good luck. Next, we've got a time where MrBeast was filming a challenge video with the YouTubers How Ridiculous to see who could pop balloons the fastest. Everything was going smoothly, but at the end, MrBeast had to throw a bunch of darts to pop a giant balloon. The darts actually started bouncing back though and ended up hitting MrBeast in the face. Luckily, he was completely fine, but this could have went horribly wrong, so let's see what ends up happening.
This whole film studio is with giant balloons. We've got Team How Ridiculous, Team MrBeast.
Yes, MrBeast. If we pop those balloons before they pop that balloons, we win.
So now they're popping the balloons, but something scary is about to happen. So these darts were so close to hitting MrBeast in the eye, but luckily he was completely fine.
I think one of those hit me there. Oh my god. How bad did it hit? You're a base. You got missed.
Next, we've got the super scary time where MrBeast was driving in the car with some friends, but something ended up happening where he barely escaped alive. So everything was going fine at first and they were just driving and having a good time. But MrBeast's friend that was driving ended up falling asleep while he was driving the car. What ends up happening next is insane, so let's check it out.
About the time I almost died. Basically, we filmed the video like 8 hours away. It was a normal video. We finished at midnight, and then my friend driving. Yeah, he just says, "Can we pull over to a gas station? I don't feel too good." And I'm like looking at the road, and I turn and look to my left, and his head's just bobbling, and he's just like,
Wait, is he driving?
yeah, down the highway, and he's just.
This must have been so scary for MrBeast, but I'm glad he made it out safely.
I just was like, I gotta slow this car down. So I was just like, okay, and I just put my head below the wheel. I grabbed his foot and just threw it off the gas. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, we're still going straight.
Next, we've got a time where MrBeast was tracked down by a crazy stalker. So MrBeast was just shopping in Target one day when this stalker ran up to him and started asking him some crazy questions. MrBeast thought this was a random fan at first, but it turns out that this kid was actually tracking his location. What MrBeast ends up doing next will shock you, so let's check it out.
Then a Target. I just stopped by to buy a toothbrush real quick. I kid you not, I walk in, someone asked for a photo, I took it, just go to the toothbrush aisle, and when I'm checking out, a kid just runs in the front door and he's like, "It's real." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "There's a Discord that tracks your location." And I thought it was fake, but it said you were here. And I had him show them. Yeah, and like anytime like someone tagged me an Instagram photo or anything, it would like load it up there, and then people would use it to figure out where I'm at so they could like try to find me. Like, okay, now if someone wanted to kill me, there's a Discord channel that tracks where I am at all times. That's stuff that doesn't happen when you have 10 million subscribers. When you have 100 million, and then now across everything, we probably have like 400 or 500 million followers, and it just keeps going. It's like, oh.
Next, we've actually got a really sad secret about MrBeast where he almost died. So when MrBeast was a teenager, he actually ended up getting a rare disease called Crohn's disease, which made him really sick and he almost ended up dying. So out of nowhere, when MrBeast was 15, he ended up losing a bunch of weight and couldn't even get out of bed. Something then ended up happening to MrBeast which you won't believe, so let's check it out.
Turned like 15, 16. I just randomly lost like 60 pounds. I started going to the bathroom like 20 times a day. I was in intense pain, and one day you can hit a home run, the next day you can barely hit it out of the infield because I literally just shrank down to like skin and bones. And over the course of like 3 months, and it's because my digestive tract started attacking itself.
I had no idea that MrBeast had this disease.
I got that, I was like, a lot of times I'd have to skip school because my stomach would hurt so bad, and I'd just lay in bed all day.
Next, we've got a MrBeast challenge video that went horribly wrong. So this was the video where MrBeast didn't eat any food for 30 days. MrBeast was only drinking water and everything was going smoothly. But around the 17th day, he started to feel really sick and almost passed out. MrBeast then had to go to the doctor, and what they ended up saying to him will shock you. Never try this because MrBeast barely escaped alive.
And the day only got worse from there. I was so nauseous that I couldn't film for more than 20 minutes without sitting down for a break.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
And by the end of the day, I felt like I was gonna pass out, so we headed to check with the doctor.
I'm gonna talk to the doctor and see what we should do.
Next, we've got another challenge video where MrBeast barely escaped alive. So this was in the video where MrBeast was buried underground for 7 days. Everything was going smoothly in this challenge, but then MrBeast had to move so he could adjust one of the cameras at the bottom of the coffin. When he did this though, he ended up getting stuck really bad and couldn't move or breathe. Let's see what he ends up doing though.
The most catastrophic thought you had while you were completely buried?
There was a camera at my feet, and I went to like go adjust it, and I couldn't. So
This was one of MrBeast's scariest moments ever.
I literally like would turn, and so like I'm laying like this, and as I'm like bending, I got caught like halfway, and I was like, I was literally like, guys, if I can't get out of this in 2 seconds, you start digging right now, because I was like caught in a super awkward position, like in the thing, and I just was like, I'm gonna give it one last try, and I just pushed as hard as I could, and I popped out the other end. So then I had to do it again, and I almost got stuck.
Next, we've got another time where a stalker flew across the world just so he could hunt down MrBeast. This is even scarier than the last stalker because this guy was actually trying to find where MrBeast lives and go to his house. MrBeast got really scared and called the police. But when the police found the stalker and asked him why he was trying to go to MrBeast's house, he ended up saying something which will shock you. So let's find out why.
Somewhere in the Middle East, this guy hired a private investigator in North Carolina to find me, but he's just flying to North Carolina tomorrow, and
You're not gonna believe the reason why this stalker was trying to find MrBeast.
Why the f are you here? Why are you trying to find Jimmy? And the guy's like, I just have video ideas I really want to give him. And my security's like, why are you actually here? And he just kept saying it like 30 times in a row. He's just like, I just want to give him this sheet of ideas. And there's just a piece of paper with video ideas. We don't believe you. And so they like, he let them, my security, search his hotel room, couldn't find anything. He's just literally just did all that to give me a list of ideas.
Next, we've got another MrBeast challenge where he barely escaped alive and things went horribly wrong. This was the video where MrBeast tried surviving underwater for 24 hours. Halfway through the challenge, MrBeast started feeling really sick and ended up getting bad headaches. It turns out MrBeast was breathing in some really harmful chemicals, and if he would have stayed there for a bit longer, things would have went horribly wrong.
To disappoint you guys, but I randomly started feeling extremely sick while sitting underwater, and I had to come out. Like, I just had this strong urge to throw up. I think it's
So MrBeast is getting a really bad headache because he was breathing in harmful chemicals.
after a while, it just really got to me, and I just really couldn't.
The headache.
Yeah.
Have you figured out what that was about?
Yeah, it's because I was an idiot back then, and we were pumping air in, but the CO2 or whatever the f you exhale
Wasn't getting pumped out, yeah.
Getting pumped out, yeah.
So you're just inhaling your own carbon monoxide.
Yeah, and so then when I
or
started getting a headache, I was like, oh.
dioxide.
And then
Dioxide, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
carbon dioxide. So then we like called someone who knew what they're doing. They're like, yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I just got out.
Immediately.
Also, click on one of the videos on your screen. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.